We out here waiting for this storm to pass so we can hook everything up and be on our way. This storm is bad. It's just coming down, baby. But as soon as it finishes, we're going to be on our way to boondocking. Hook everything up right now, but why should I? I don't want to get wet out there, and my wife don't want to get wet. So we're just going to wait till it's finished raining. It's going to take about 2 hours, and then we're going to hook everything up and be on our way. Everything is hooked up. It took about an hour, but now we're ready to hit the road, baby. It's travel day. Stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna try out this solar panel set here with the backup camera or back rear view camera. We have it connected inside the RV. How good it works. Hopefully it works really well. But we're gonna check it now. It looks like the rear camera is too far. It worked last time. I remember I walked like 45 to 50 feet away and it worked. It's strange it's not working now. The camera on the RV is working. That's the one up there where I can monitor everything. So I'm gonna go check this one out later. Still gonna use the camera as a security camera because it works off of Wi-Fi. Well, not Wi-Fi, it works off of Bluetooth and it's solar. But I'm gonna see if I move it closer, maybe it will work. Maybe it's too far away from the antenna. Maybe I can move the antenna up too so that it can receive it. But I'm gonna test it out. I'll try it out. Oh, I really wish it would work because that thing is nice, man. But I'm gonna get it to work. I know I am. So this is the camera here. It's coming on, but also going off. I don't know what happened to it. This is from Haloview, and it was working fine. I don't know what happened to it. You can press pairing and then it says hold the pairing button for 5 seconds until you hear a touch sound. Okay, I'm March's mailbox and there's nothing. This is the button here. Doesn't even feel like a button, but you press it and you don't feel anything. It's not even like a press or anything. And I turned this upside down and it's the same. Turn the AC on because it is really, really hot. So I put the air conditioner on. So now what I'm going to try to do, since that's not working, is that I'm going to try to do a scan for this because it came on and then it went off. And I do see a ERR code on the top. It's like a red code. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's some sort of an error. I don't know. See this code right here? It's like ERR. Maybe it's something inside the camera. I don't know. But it's saying no signal and the camera is on. Well, it went off now. Well, there it is on. You just press a single touch and it comes on. It's full of power. I charged it all day. And that little blue light is showing that it's working. But for some reason it's not picking up. Into the scan function. You're going to hear that because there's a couple of things recording. Took a lot of troubleshooting. It's finally on and it's working, but you know, I had to go through the pairing. The pairing didn't work, so I did a scan, and this camera's on channel 4 on Haloview. So I went to channel 4 and it was off. So I had to toggle on to the on button, and it's touchscreen. And once I toggled it on, it came on. Like I said, we're gonna use this as a security camera, and I can see the other side of the car. That's the rear of the car, and the camera is magnetic with the solar panel, and it's hitting right off. That's the back view right behind the car, and that little silver piece is the tire. We're not going to be here for very long because we left kind of late. So usually I do my checks for the motorhome and the car back here to make sure all of the straps stayed on tight, and so far you can see all of the straps, they look tight. I give it a little tug, and sometimes if it's not tight enough, I'll come around and I'll give it another little tug just till I can make sure that it's on there good, because that'll be bad if this car goes rolling off into the abyss as we're driving. But it's never come off. It's never even moved. You have it on the emergency brake, so it doesn't even move. And I moved the car up just enough so I can open the door. I've seen some other car haulers that didn't have this piece right here. But this car hauler, for whatever reason, comes with it. It's so warm. You know, it rained for a lot of days. And finally, we're free from the rain. Come here, pup. He likes to run away. So let me just hold him down with my feet while I take some of this juice. It's one of the workers that just went by. They do a lot of construction in this area. But they're probably looking like, where the heck are they going now? We try to get out every chance we can. Now that I'm retired, we leave every time the kids don't have school. We'll pack up the RV, take it to where we take it, and then the kids come. Oh, this is so refreshing. What is that on me? That was a bug? A lot of bugs out here. Where's your collar? We have to put the training collar back on Mac because it was too hard. But let me walk him in the grass and see how he likes it. Nice when the communities, they have these bags for the dogs so you can pick up their waste. When I come, I usually take a few because I don't come into the area a lot. So when I do come, I take a few of the bags that they provide. And it's really nice because who wants to step in dog poop? Sometimes you go to a new campsite and there's poop on the ground. There's all sorts of things. You're just like, wait a minute, dude. This is a domesticated animal. It's your pet. You have to clean up after your dog. You know what it's like to come out and you have on your sandals or slippers and you step in dog poop? Oh, that's tough. It happened to me in Texas. And let me tell you, I jumped right in. Well, I didn't go inside the RV. I used the outdoor shower and I washed off. But I had a lot of dog poop on me. I was not a happy camper there. I tell you that. What does it mean when your dog eat grass? Somebody told me that maybe they're sick or something, but he just went to the vet. I also had a cat years ago, and every time the cat came outside, it would go and try to eat the grass. I don't know. You know what's funny about Mac is that he knows that this training collar is not tight. So when he runs out of it, he'll just stop while I'm walking and he'll wiggle his way out. But I'm walking, I know that sometimes he pulls. So like I'm walking for like maybe 2 to 3 seconds and I realize he's not pulling and I look down and I'm just walking with a collar. He's walking behind me. But I don't like him pulling so much because the kids, they still walk him. And my wife, well, she's not going to walk him now. But a lot of the times when we're walking him, he'll pull. And the kids he's stronger than the kids. He weighs a lot more than the kids. He weighs right now about 80 pounds. Should be more. But I'm trying to like keep him at that weight. When we was at the vet, it was so crazy. They weighed him and he was 80. And then a German Shepherd that came right behind us, it looked like the same size dog. But you know how German Shepherds, like, they sit with their heads high and their bums, like, low? So he looked like he was the same size, but he was probably a lot bigger. He was 120 pounds. I looked at that old, I was like, that is a big boy. And he's like, what is that, 40 pounds more than Mac? I couldn't believe it. A lot of times people ask me what Mac's name is, and I tell them, and they call him Max, M-A-X. But his name is Mac, M-A-C. Oh, those bugs are out today, boy. Ooh, I don't like these bugs. They are out. I bring like a lot of bug spray just to prevent it. But this is a cool look, right? It's a really cool look. I like it. I noticed a lot of times when I have the RV and the picture, it looks small. So one time I told Grayson to go by it and walk by it. But I'm going to walk the length of the RV so you can see the size of it. It's rather long. Right now, I'm in the front of the RV. This is the front. Look how far I am. Hopefully you guys can still see me and I'm in the picture frame. But this is how far it is. It's crazy. My oldest son asked me, was it hard to drive? And I told him, I said, no, you just have to worry about the height because this RV is bigger than the last RV we had. It's about 1.5 feet bigger to 2 feet. So it's like you can get under a lot of things and not worry, like trees, and they will not worry. But with this one, you have to look out for the branches because some of the branches look like they high, but they will actually clip the AC unit up there. So sometimes when I'm driving, I would like look and try to stay away. Right now, I'm not too far to the edge because of the trees that come out. I don't want them to scratch and puncture a hole in the roof. So I stay a little bit out so that that won't happen. We have a lot of snacks inside the RV. So I think I'm going to go inside and enjoy some of those snacks. Let me take this off for you. Go in there, buddy. I want some good snacks. I also want to check to see if the camera is still on. Looks like the camera stayed on, which is really, really cool. You can actually hear the audio from it. So if I was to go outside and talk to the camera, you can hear me from outside. It's really nice, and I want to see how it works when we're driving, just to see how I look and other people that's on the side of me. I want to know like if they think it can come off. This camera, you can install it by using the magnet, and I drove over here and it didn't come off. Or you can nail it into your RV and hardwire it. It has a screw thing for the power, so it would work. I almost fell, yes. But it has a screw thing for the power, so it will work if you plug it into hardwired into your RV. So that's not an issue. But the camera that we have works fine. I'm just going to use it the way that it is. My wife wants some snacks, and don't judge me. I stuffed everything in here. These things are awesome. But I have a lot of snacks in here. I can be a little more organized, but hey, I'm not. I was to show you guys this cabinet. It's crazy. We're just preparing it for when we go on our long distance trip. We have a lot of things in there. Now we don't have the Starlink hooked up. We're using our AT&T hotspot. It's just because we're not going to be here for that long. So I'm going to not hook up Starlink. I'll hook it up when we get to the campground. Hopefully there's enough clearance in the sky because a lot of the trees and the leaves have started growing. We went camping in the fall, and it wasn't bad. The trees, the leaves were still there, and we had just enough wire for the Starlink, the cable, just to get it out beyond the trees to point it up at the sky. And where we're parking, we have the northeast is away from us. Ooh, look at that spider. Or is that an ant? That's a spider on the roof that I just killed. But we're in the pointed northeast. When we get to the campground, it's going to be behind us. We have a pull-through site. I looked at the map. Hopefully there's no trees this time. But we're going to pull through, and we're going to try to set up the Starlink the way that we had it before. We can either put it on the car hauler, or we can put it on the RV. It just depends how we set up when we get there. These sites are deep. They're very long and narrow. So if I can get everything in with one pull, that would be great. When I came in here to this boondocking location, I had to like do a U-turn with the RV, and that was kind of hard to do the U-turn. Luckily, there was no cars here, but we got it in, and I have everything straight because when we pull out, we're heading this way, straight ahead. And we're pulling out of here in like maybe a couple of hours. Just gonna relax here. We eat little snacks. I'm not that hungry. We had breakfast and lunch and a sticks and bricks. But we're gonna rest, have some snacks, some drinks, stretch our legs, and we're gonna call it a day. Oh, this is so relaxing. I don't know why when I sit in this seat, make sure everything is out of the way. Yep. When I sit in this seat, I gotta get used to it. That's what it is. Because I realize every time I sit in the seat, I feel like I'm like this. But it is comfortable. I'm not going to say that it's not. I'm going to enjoy some of these snacks. Let me put this, I'm not used to it with the recliner bit out. And then it has cushions like in this part. I'm not used to all of that. I'm just used to getting in a car or getting into a couch and just sitting there and it has nothing. Look at some of those. Nathan taking all the snacks. He said, "Daddy, can you get me some snacks?" I said, "Sure." Sharing is caring. That's right. Sharing is caring. Here you go, baby girl. Baby girl. I got to get Max some snacks. when we're traveling, I can leave everything like that when we're traveling because we're gonna go at most like 6 hours. Our trip to Virginia is gonna be the longest. Well, it's not gonna be the longest. It's a long stretch. That's like a little over 6 hours. So with the RV, it's like 8 hours. I'm thinking we're gonna pull into a spot about 7 or 8 o'clock at night. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping it's before then. I was guaranteed to leave by 8 o'clock. Oh, this is so good. I'll be drinking water nearly every day for the past few weeks, and sometimes like maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, I get to enjoy like a Gatorade. You don't know what it's like to get that sugar in you that you haven't had for so long, just to taste it. Because I drink coffee every morning, most mornings, but I don't put sugar in it, so it's just bitter. And then for the rest of the day, I'll drink water, and then I may get a little sugar, like if I eat a piece of bread or rice, a little bit of rice or a little pasta. But most days I don't have that. It's just meat and vegetables. But to get a little bit of sugar, oh, it's nice. I will show you guys what we're watching, but you get a copyright. Happened to me 2 times. One time, I just had the TV on. I wasn't even paying attention to it. I didn't even realize it was in the background, but it was when the Olympics was on, and bam, copyright. And it was like 8 minutes. I was just talking, 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 and it was like 8 minutes. So I learned, oh, don't show the TV. And one time I was cooking in here, and my wife was watching. What you were watching? Romeo and Juliet, and the gnomes were there, and they sent me a little statement saying that it was a copyright and they can delete that part out the video. I was like, oh my god. So it does happen. So I try not to show it. Let me get the dog some snacks. Check out our view from the back window. Well, that's not the back window. That's the side window behind the recliner. Ain't that something? You get the same thing in a campground. I like having it here when we're boondocking too. That camera is still on. I'm about to go check the battery again. Check it out. Check it out. I should stay here and let you guys see it, but I'll just wait. Go check the battery power because we do have some solar, but it's not 100% solar because we're blocked by the trees. Oh, can't get out this door. If the door will let me get out. But let's go check to see how much solar we have. Let me lock this because Mac he's trying to get out. So I locked that. I like to monitor these things. I'm so intrigued by solar and everything that has to do with it. So intrigued. But with the sun out, it looks like it's on the other side of the car now. But as we start driving, we'll get it. No, you're still getting it here. We can see how much we're getting. So we're still at that 100% mark. It's staying topped off. And the solar panel itself, it's right into the sun. It's right above, so it's not being blocked at all. I would show y'all the sun, but I don't want to blind anybody. Imagine that. But this thing is from Haloview. It's really cool. We've been sponsored by Haloview for a long time. Let me go this way. It's been about 3 years since we've been sponsored by Haloview. This is not a sponsored video. This is just one of the cameras that they sent me a while back. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want it. Just look for the Haloview camera that has the solar on it. It's still working. I had to finagle with it, and I forgot like how to start it, so I had to use the instructions just to get it started with the pairing and then scanning and making sure that channel 4 was turned on. But once I did that, it started working fine. But that's from Haloview. And another thing I forgot to take off is the camera on the door. Wow, I always get to take this camera off. I'm stuttering. I drove all the way home with this camera on last week, and I forgot to take it off this week. How much luck am I going to continue to have? I put the camera back inside, I don't know how lucky I'm getting. Or those Velcro strips are really good. I use the Velcro with the sticky on one side for a lot of the projects that we have. We have the Starlink holder on the wall, and it looks like it's just attached. It's like a small adhesive that it came with, and the other side is like a Velcro, and it just stays up there. It won't come off. I tried to pull it off, but it doesn't come off. So that's pretty cool. And the camera is the same, so that's pretty cool too. I don't know if you guys saw the vanity plate that we have in the front of the car with the Smalls emblem on it. I just changed the insurance, registration, and my license to this state in the Poconos because I'm retired and we're moving out here full time. So this is going to be cool. We still have our place in the city in New York, but I got the New York place just to signify that that's where everything started with us, me, my wife, the family, and we have New York vanity plates on the front. So if you guys see us, that's where we originated from, New York. All of our doctors, most of our family is well, my family, my wife's family is in Ireland. My family is still in New York, so that's why you see the New York vanity plates, and you see Smalls 1, 2, 3, and we ordered 4 for the car that I used to use as my day-to-day vehicle, the one that's on the hauler right now. We're going to be taking that one with us on all of the trips because it's lighter. That car is about 3,500 pounds. So it can take the weight of the hauler and the, what you call it, the RV, it has a 5,000 pound limit. So with the weight of the car hauler, I think the car hauler is about 1,200 pounds. And the Kia is 3,500. That brings you to about 4,700 pounds. That keeps you right under that capacity. So that's pretty cool there. And we don't have that many things loaded inside the RV because we're not full time. So the capacity can actually be a little higher because we don't have that much stored in the back. I waited, and we don't. It didn't even come close to the weight that it had. I believe the back of the RV was at was it 13,000 pounds, and the front was at, I believe, 6,000 pounds. And the record, I think the weight that it has it at 16 in the back and 8 in the front. So we were well under both. I have a little sticky thing in the window. You can't see it in the sun, but at nighttime we can change this thing. There's a sign over there, and it says SmallsRV. So, oh, it came off the window, but I'm gonna stick it back on, and I'll show it to you later. I told you about the tree sticking out. So I usually drive and I leave like this much space. Sometimes people come and they try to get in between this little space right here. I'm just like, wow, dude, you're gonna fall right into that ditch. Have I showed you guys the tennis court? Ooh, something is crawling on me. Wow, these bugs, they're everywhere. Did I show you guys the tennis court that they have here and a swimming pool? It's gonna open up swimming pool next week. The tennis court is always open. You can play pickleball and everything here. If you ever saw me playing pickleball with the kids, I did like 1 or 2 videos. This is the pickleball court we were at. So you can come in here. We always have our dog, but it says no dogs allowed. So Matt can't come in, unfortunately. But here's the pickleball and tennis court. It's really cool. You have 2 benches over here on the side. And a lot of times we'll come and we'll play, have a lot of fun in here. I have to find bug spray inside the car. These bugs are out in full force. I done hit like 3 bugs flying into my face and my ear. One was just on my wrist and I didn't even feel it. It was about to bite me. Usually those bugs, you don't feel anything until they bite you. Let me show you guys the pool. The pool is pretty cool. That's over here. Right now the grass is kind of high because they're just opening the pool. So by next weekend, it will be open. I'm gonna dip myself right in there. I can't wait. We're gonna do some truck camping over here, and I'm gonna take a dip in the pool. This is the pool here. Let me raise up the camera. There is water inside. I'll give you guys another view from another angle. The grass is so high. You guys can't see this from here, but Mac, he's watching every move I make. He wants to make sure that I don't leave him. So this is a better look at the pool. It does have a deep side. If you come early enough, you can do laps in this pool. So it's just like in the campgrounds. It's really cool. And I'm here at the pool, and my RV is right behind me. So when this opens up, it's going to be really nice. They put chairs and everything down to make it comfortable. Right behind me, that's the RV. Pretty cool, huh? I'm headed back to get away from these bugs. There's too many of them. Oh my God. I do need to do a hard wire for this fridge. Sorry about the generator. If you can hear it, I don't know if this blocks it out the mic, but it is loud. The fridge is at 24%. I don't know if you guys can see it from there, but this is where I leave a lot of these waters. I bring them here and I just set them inside. The extra waters that we have. And it holds a lot. We have another fridge on the other side too, but that one is hardwired in. And because it's hardwired, that means it's never going to go off. Just like the sticks and bricks. So that's extra meat storage. If we have to store our meats during long travels when the generator is not going to be on. So that's what we'll use that for. And we also have one in the room too. All right. So we have that. We'll put this one in the other fridge because this one looks like it's full. Where's the key at for this? Make sure that's locked. And we'll go to the other side and get the other one. On the other side of the RV now, the door entrance, the living side. Oh. And this fridge is at 25. We've had it set a little lower, but it's right in the sun. So it'll struggle a little bit to stay hot. And let me see if things are in there for, yeah, stuff in here frozen like a brick. Look at this. That's inside of there. That's solid. So all of our frozen stuff will stay good. The battery is at 100%. Whew. Hopefully we don't get no ants inside because I'm seeing like these big black ants that are inside. I mean that are on the floor. So hopefully they don't come out and get into the car. Hopefully not. That'll be a disaster. But we have everything closed, so it shouldn't be that bad. All right. So we got all of that put away. Oh, the bugs are out in full force today. Oh my God. Ooh, them bugs are out. Bug in my nose. Oh my God. I'm staying inside now. Feels so good. Am I sweating? Oh my God. It feels so good to be inside now. So I'm going to sit here and chill until we have to leave. I put those waters, I filled up the refrigerator on this side. And on this side, I put the rest of the waters in there. It's not a lot, but I think when we travel, we can store meat in there. So, because you know this refrigerator is not going to be on. Yeah, the freezer. We have a freezer in the room that works when we have no electricity because it's plugged in. It works off the DC battery, and we have a freezer on. Well, both of these refrigerators work. That's in the storage. This one is hardwired off a 200 amp hour battery, so it won't cut off. It will work for like 3 or 4 days straight without even being recharged. But every time we cut the electricity on, it charges that battery, so it stay on. Well, the same for this one here, the fridge on this side. It's connected to the same battery, but as soon as we cut the power on, the electricity, short power, or the generator, it charges the batteries back up, so we don't have to worry about those ever dying. You can be without electricity for like 2 or 3 days, and those refrigerators will stay good. And they're like coolers too, so even if we run out of electricity. The two here, I set them to freezers. The two in the storage, because if the power goes out for whatever reason, everything is frozen inside of there. The one in our room is a fridge and freezer, and this one is a fridge and whatever. But I think like if we're driving for like 6 hours or whatever, and we stop and you put the shore power or the generator for like the whole night or for 2 days or 3 days, everything in there will be fine because nothing is going to defrost in 6 hours, and it's a cooler. That whole thing is like a cooler, so it's good. All right, guys, this video is getting too long. Thank you guys for watching. If you get a chance, hit that subscribe button. Also, like and comment. It helps with the algorithm. If you get a chance, check out the SmallsRV Adventure Shop. We have cups, hats, shirts, anything you want for your enjoyment and to show support for the channel. There's also a thanks button down below. If you want to help out the channel in any way, anything we get for the channel goes right back into the channel. If you want to see that camera, you want to take a closer look, I'll put a link down in the description for that camera that works off of solar. And I'll pin a link in the comments as well. So what I got for you this week. See you later, everybody. You're going to want to stay tuned for our next site. I bought some leveling blocks just in case, but you want to stay tuned. See you later, everybody. I'll say bye. Shy girl, baby bum. See you guys later.